Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. It is November 6th, 2024. It is a Wednesday. It is 6 in the morning. And I have a few times to start this vlog. I got some things on my mind. I just want to start doing this. So turn off the music and let's introduce the hosts. Hello, everybody. It's me, CJ Robles. It's early in the morning. Sorry. Listen to music. I was going to try to listen to music and do a vlog entry, but no, I've just been lately mainly wondering what am I up to? What am I doing? I need to move on. I got some projects I got to finish. We're working on a project as well. I feel bottled up a lot, and I've been doing stand-up comedy for almost a year, 11 months now. So I'm at the point now where I don't know, I'm comfortable being a public speaker. I'm comfortable sharing my ideas and sharing my thoughts, and I've been doing this vlogging since 2021 or streaming, and I want to see where I can take it. I want to see where I can go with this. I've literally started a bat cave in a shed, and yeah, I'm here. So good morning. Who am I? So let's get started. Who am I, right? So here we are. I wanted to get started with that because it's like where you go, there you are. And I'm here. I don't even know what that means, but I'm here. I'm right here. So who am I? I don't know even where to begin with me. I've gone through a lot. I've gone through change. Metamorphosis is definitely something I'm the old Kafka. I love that story. I heard that story when I was in like 2001, and it always stuck with me. And I've always liked it, that you can change. I think it's a very important story to read around that age. How old was I? Like 17, something like that. But I'll say that I am a creator of art. I love making things. I like being expressive. I think for a long time I stayed quiet and I didn't say a lot of things, or I let things push over, or I was also abusing drugs and alcohol, so I would just kind of just zone out or reset. I have been sober since alcohol since 2020, since June 23rd, 2023. So right on my 20-year high school reunion, I stopped drinking. I started noticing. I don't know if it's been because I've already gone so long or whatnot, but I feel like my brain has been healing, and I'm starting to relive things or re-see things and patterns in my head, and just all this education that I have, and just want to kind of talk about it. Man, I was doing well until I set all this stuff up, and now it's all set up, and I'm like, oh, I was just kind of riffing off the top of my head. So this is kind of what the episode was about. I just want to get started doing a vlog and kind of keep you updated on what I'm doing and where I'm at and what I'm up to. As you can see, kind of trying to do No Shave November. So trying to be more, I don't know. It's something I've always done, and I always have fun. I don't go this long though. This is already the 6th day. No, I could get to day 13. I don't know if I can get beyond that. When I hit 2 weeks, I shave it. I can't do the mustache, but I'm growing my hair out by accident, and I'm growing a mustache out on purpose. No Shave November. There's are things I'm finding out about myself because I just basically put my head in the ground and just worked for a very long time. And now that I've put all my hard work and just even my lazy work, what do you call it? I do a lot of things now. I want to kind of express myself this way. So like No Shave November is a month-long campaign that raises awareness for cancer research, education, and prevention by encouraging participants to stop shaving and grooming. I remember it was like I guess they changed it now. It's a little bit. I remember it was like men don't shave for prostate cancer, but this is different though. And see how time changes and things change. I mean, I've been doing this, like I'll do it on and off since I found out about it, like I don't know, 2010, 2011. But I was always been like, oh, let me see how long I can do it. I like doing these little challenges. Let's see how long I literally can go without, if I can go the whole month, or when's my breaking point. So it's kind of cool to vlog this stuff. I've made a little bat cave for myself, so I have the opportunity to pick up and drop things as I will. I had an issue with that a couple years ago because I would get all my ideas out and just focus them out on a piece of paper or something, and then I would lose the paper or I'd misplace it, or I lost my notebook. That one really hurt me. I had a full notebook when I first wanted to start doing a comedy. I had a full notebook, and I just tried to figure out what I mean. I had a lot of stories in there. It actually had I had kind of sucks. I had all my plans in there. I had my goals. So, and I still think it might be trapped in my Jeep. I think it fell under the seats, and I haven't checked. So I haven't checked because I don't want to know that's not there. But I would love to have those ideas. But the time has gone so far that I've been able to create new ideas and do new things. I want to be. I like to say that I'm an example, but I just want people to know that no matter what you're going through, or no matter what's going on in your head, what's going on in your heart, you can always work through it. You can always get, you know, you can break through. I've been doing mental health since I was 26. I'm 40 now, so it's been doing it for 14 years. I have practice, so I've been doing stand-up comedy for almost a year, so that's getting me more. I'm connecting the dots. I do improv comedy as well on stage, so that's getting me more like comfortable with myself and being just a performer. I've been an actor since I was a kid. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I do know I have to talk about this stuff because I've been avoiding it for years. And the more you avoid it, the more it'll manifest somewhere else. It'll come out somewhere else, and then it'll just bury you. And I don't want to have that on my conscience. I think I'm supposed to go through the journey that I went through because it's a very unique and different journey. And I think it's okay for me to talk about it. I don't think people are going to be able to follow it too well. I mean, they can follow it, but I think it's for someone to be like, oh, I can do that path. I wouldn't recommend it. It's like Mandy Free at the end of the oh god, this is like a horrible reference though, but at the end of the tunnel, but you had to go through all that, endure all that crap to figure out how to want that, to get out of the tunnel, to get out of those bogs beatings. You know, like it's a reason why that movie is so good. It's a reason why that story is so compelling, because you follow it. It's told really well. It's got great actors. I think, man, for the longest time, I don't know if it still is, but it was like the #1 rated movie on IMDb. So you know, struggle story is always a good story. And I think life is just in general is a struggle. I've been telling my son that, you know, that it's just, and then I'm not trying to put it down on him, but just let him be aware that it's going to be hard. It's not all gumdrops and rainbows and cotton candy. It's going to be tough, but we have to get through it. And I think by me not talking about certain things, because I've had people tell me like, you got to say this, you've gone through this, you got to, and I'm like, and I think I think that eats at me. So I think I've had enough of that I'm like, maybe I should just do a little bit forward. But also too, as a stand-up comedian, I like to tell jokes. I like to joke around. So take it for what you want. You know, the First Amendment is very powerful, and I intend to use it. I live in Austin. I've been here 20 years, so it's like, you know, be expressive. I'm not into tattoos and stuff, so and piercing. So I'm not gonna put my art form in that. I'm not gonna have somebody else do their art on me and then me express that I'm an artist. Nah. It's more of a curator. I picked a good tattoo kind of thing, but I'm more of let me create it and throw it out there. So now I'm creating. The digital space took me a minute to find because I have a hard time with the internet, just in general. I'm older than it. I'm been before it. So, and what I mean older than social media, basically. Like, it's just something it's part of our lives now. It's adapted. It's a thing. When podcasters and vloggers and influencers and people on the internet talk about it, like, it's not going anywhere. It's not. This is it. And I can feel it in the real life because I like being the hybrid mind. You know, I like being 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot in the sky, just to kind of, you know, don't know which one, just kind of, but play. I like being in both. I don't like getting stuck up in the air, and I don't like being stuck on the ground. So I like to kind of play. I like to be on both sides. I don't know, maybe because I'm from a divorce parents. I think maybe because I had to play on both sides, I had to learn. So maybe that's why my brain does that. But my heart doesn't lie to me. So you know, it'll misguide me and maybe fall for things. But it's honest, so I'm okay with that. My brain, on the other hand, has gone through a roller coaster, and I need to preserve it and take care of it. So, you know, late nights aren't as fun anymore unless they're with my family. But you know, more early mornings, my time. This is my favorite time. I've been up already so it's about to be 7. Yeah, when I started, it was like 6:46. So I wake up early, 3, 4 in the morning. Today I woke up at about 3. I've been consistently doing this because I've been working on this pattern for 3 years just so I can get my body in the groove. You know, like Madonna, get in the groove. But I'm enjoying this. I'm figuring out how to do it. And I mean, I've literally my little brother inspires me a lot because sometimes I'm kind of focused on so many things that I forget about myself. And you can tell in the videos I'm tired or I'm exhausted or stuff I post. But he's the one that really brings stuff to my face. To be like, look, you've done this. Look what you've done this. Remember this. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. And I should be able to post certain things that I like. I just don't like the privacy part. I think I have topics on that. Yes. Um, you know, the privacy of like, I kind of, I have some topics and I kind of went in there. So who am I? CJ Robles. I am a filmmaker, stand-up comedian, writer, podcaster, vlogger, animator. All those are just titles. Those are just hobbies I like doing. If I can condense it to who I really am, it's going to be producer, filmmaker, actor, writer. That one I kind of have to keep those together. Just filmmaker, and then stand-up comedian, because that's what I'm. That's what I am. That's who I am. I always suppress that. And it wasn't until I started hanging out with other comedians, started hanging out with clowns, started hanging out with. I mean, I've never interested in burlesque. I never had a thing for it, and because I work at a theater, I get to do random shows that I say random to me, because I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm just gonna go work it. I'm a worker, so trabajadores do, but you just kind of don't have to be outside. You can do it inside. But I've been watching a lot of burlesque shows because they've been putting them on at the theater, and I get the art. I understand it. I think burlesque is one of the most beautiful expressions you can be, you can have. Drag is another one. I think they kind of go hand in hand. I think drag queen is the hardest one. I think stand-up comedian is very hard because it's not just it's a journey, but there's this other thing called a drag queen, which does all of that and more. And I'm just like, y'all. That's y'all's community. Y'all go for it. I support the art. But like stand-up, it's something that I've been watching since I was a kid. I watched it like since as early as 4 years old. I have stories where I can talk to you. I mean, I feel so pissed off because I'm being responsible, and I have to be responsible. But maybe this is emotion I'm talking about, emo. But Dane Cook was here this weekend, and I wanted to see him so bad. And it's the tickets weren't expensive. It's just I have to look at it as a, because I'm just gonna go. I have that I'm just gonna go attitude. I have to look at it as like, all right, is this good for the family? Is this gonna set us back? Is this even the time, because we have to find a sitter and all? So I started thinking about that, because I have to think like that, because I also have a UX experience background, UX UI, and I want to make sure when people go to my shows, I got to make sure they're worth it. So I got to pick it up, and that really helps me be in the space of the mindset of the person going. So I really wanted to see Dane Cook. If I really wanted to see him, then I would have made a better effort. But I had time. I've been thinking about it since the tour came out. Since I wanted to get the VIP, I wanted to do the meet and greet, and they still had tickets for like 2 weeks for meet and greet, and I wanted to get so bad, but I have to focus and get to work, and time passed. So things like that, and I didn't just sharing that because that's been on my mind. But I think stand-up comedy is like I get to see it weekly. I'm seeing it now all the time now because I do it. So 3 days a week, sometimes 4 days a week. I love laughing. I think for my depression, it's helpful to genuinely laugh, not fake laugh, not like I need to laugh. No, I'm talking about like you're just, oh my god, why did you say that? Why would you say that? If you have a joke, this is me. If you hear me at this at one, I'm a dad. I'm a supportive dad, so I can't help it. And I was raised very negative and toxic and very high. Don't be like that. Get mad. You're just stupid things, stupid ideation, ideology. Sorry, stupid ideology. And I'm opposite. I'm like, no, I'm gonna support you. So if you see me at an open mic or at a show and you can hear my voice, ha, if you genuinely have a joke with a setup and a punchline, and it clicks in my head. Remember, I watch comedy. I've been doing this for 3 years. I watch comedy once a week for sure. I'm guaranteed once a live show. I get it. You're somewhere, because this is hard as this is the comedy journey. Filmmaker is kind of like this. You're acting depending where you want to be in your career. You can be like right now I've had it like this. So like my acting's like, so now I'm trying to revamp it so it goes more like that. Plus I've met so many filmmakers, actors in the last few years, so many podcasters, streamers. I'm just like, dude, we could do it all, but it's just exhausting. So I do want to, I'm working my job right now, and it's beating me up a lot. So I want to get out of that field, and I want to get into my own field. And you can see it I streamed for 35 days, certain things I've done to just try to help me understand how do I get into this thing. And it's weird. I focus on myself a lot, but I get motivated by other people. But also I've been listening to motivational speeches since I was 26. That's why I kind of helped myself get out of that funk. And I have a lot of positive reinforcement in my head that I'm not really using. And it comes out when I do coaching. When I coach, you can see my passion for sure. When I coach, I didn't know I had it in me. I mean, I knew I was kind of there, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna ever tap that. Well, I got hurt last year, right at on Christmas Eve, and that's when I think comedy slapped me right in the face, because I remember saying this quote, being like, look, I'm still playing basketball right now, recreational basketball, and it's gonna eventually end, maybe in like 10 years. So I'll start doing comedy now. In 10 years, I'll really hit it. So by the time I'm 50, I can just go into it full time. I said that, not knowing 30 minutes later that I was going to get plantar fasciitis, which I said broken foot. I'm gonna keep calling it broken foot because it just felt like a broken foot. Like, as I'm talking about it, my foot hurts now. Ow, wow, sharp pain. Um, okay. I won't talk about it. Sorry. Nah, I I got hurt, and I instantly was like, well, there goes basketball. I already signed up I'm already a coach. I can't play anymore. I was the first pick on my team, and I can't. So my brother's gonna sub in, and I'm just gonna coach. And man, I got 2-time coach of the year, and I didn't think anything of it. I was like, that's cool. I mean, I would never have thought of it, but the fact that I'm like, I can do it. The past I wouldn't, but now I'm like, no, look at these things. I got to meet my favorite basketball player of all time, David Robinson, March 17th this past year, and it was fun just to get to talk to him, and then see him and his son, and they're doing a leadership conference I went to. I need to talk about that, but not right now. But we went to that, and that really helped me out. Maybe understand, and even the questions I was always like, if I ever meet him, what am I going to ask him? And I asked him the question, and I was just like, well, I had that loaded, but I had other questions, but I always wanted that one, and I think it helped me out. But as soon as I hurt my foot, I knew stand-up comedy was like, oh no, comedy was like, what do you mean 10 years? You do it now. So that's what I've been doing. I've been focusing on it and throwing it out there. I had to change a lot of my mindset. I'd like to tell people I'm from the rancho. That's a kind of like, I'm from a ranch kind of mindset. So I've been in the city. So I never really conformed to the city lifestyle, just worked here. But now I'm starting to see I'm doing the things like the city people. I am doing things I can't do where I grew up. I can do. I'm playing in a basketball league all the time. I'm able to what do you call it? Do theater. I'm able to do stand up. I'm able to do my movies. And I beat myself up because I feel like a lot of that stuff is just it's not hard. It's just I just want to share it more. And I think this is what I'm understanding. It's okay to share, because also too, you're gonna get attacked either way on the internet. So people are just ugly, and people want to believe the internet. So let's have fun with it. And that being said, I got a few more minutes, so I do have to go inside and get ready for day. But what did I say? What do I have? Did I have topics here? Oh yeah, here we go. That's kind of my mental health journey. I just told myself at 26, like, all I know is no, but let's start doing yes, and we're gonna just be positive. We're gonna change our mindset, and I did that, and now I'm like, I guess I'm corny. I guess you would say that I'm a corny guy, but at the same time, also like, I like the penguin and shark analogy. Is a sweet and like a sour patch. First, he's sweet, then he's sour. No, I am definitely a penguin, but don't come at me like that, because I am a shark. So I'll roll my eyes back and it's like, don't leave the penguin shark alone. Let them have fun. But why vlog? I think it's just something I enjoy doing. I think I'm a creature by habit. I do like entertaining. I like talking. When I was waiting tables, I wasn't really waiting tables. I was having fun. I was in a suburb. They're corny people. You can say anything that's long as it's not offensive or nothing to their whatever. I don't know their beliefs. I don't live there. So I just like, hey, check this out. Look where I'm from. Look, this is what we talk about. They're like, what? I didn't know that they're never gonna ever step foot. I step foot in their area, but they're never gonna step foot where I can go. So I was like, I didn't never thought about that. So I got older, and I was like, oh yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, so I think community support is very important. So it's one of the topics I have is community support. I think it's very important that when you decide to do something, you go all in, but you got to figure out how to go all in that. So it just starts by being the people you want to be around. And there's tons of people and tons of community. Unless you want to start your own one, I don't know how that goes. But I guess you just figure it out as you go. But I would say that there's a lot of things I want to share. And I have my movie ideas that we're doing right now. And I am working on a project. I'm working on a couple projects. I'm editing Sick and Twisted. So for my film community, Ty Gwynn and I, we got together and we're going to do, we're doing this. We shot this movie, Sick and Twisted. So I need to edit it. We're missing some pickup shots, and we're missing a main scene, but we're going to get that soon, probably within the next few days. and then I'll have all the footage. We're going for a feature, but it's not going to be a feature. I'm assuming, depending how long we can stretch it. We got a movie though, so keep an eye out for Sick and Twisted. Um, that is with CJ Robles and Ty Gwynn. It's gonna be I got other movies I'm working with him, so it's one of my good friends. I respect this guy a lot. He's a funny comedian. He's Pflugerville's finest. So if you're in Pflugerville, Texas, check out the Pflugerville Anthem. That's my boy Ty Gwynn. But doing that one, and also because of my basketball community, because of AGBL, Austin Gay Basketball League. I'm not gay, but I was raised in the AGBL, so um, let's talk a lot like stories. I'm able to hang out with certain people that I've never been around, and I would never normally do, but because I'm open to things, we got into this community, and yeah. So missing the misfit. Basketballs aren't the only thing we miss on the court. This is more of a story about two sides getting along, I guess, or just two forms, but they were a lot of sides getting together to create an organization and to get ready to just have a drive to do one thing, and that's basketball. What do you call it? We have 1 second. I have to see my day's already started, but this is going to be a documentary, and this is going to be about my friend Courtney Bailey. She passed away in 2020, and it wasn't until they opened up everything else. We got to play basketball again, and I was back one season, we back 2 seasons. It was the third season. I was like, this is here, and this is new, and time has passed. I get that we have new people, a bunch of older people come, and some people just retired, and some people moved away. But there are some people that I know would have been here if they could, and they're not. And that energy and that spark is gone, and I miss it. So I started doing some research, and I started digging up a little bit about just like, well, I want to talk about her. I want to talk about this. There's nobody talks about stuff. I'm a journalist. I should be. I didn't want to be a journalist. There was no filmmaking classes when I was in the 2000s in Texas, so I had to take mass comm classes, and mass communication just teaches you how to work on all this stuff. So, if anything, I'm a multimedia producer, I guess, something like that. Multimedia creative producer. I like directing. I really love directing movies. So if you need a director for your movie, I'll show you some of my stuff and we can work it out. I'll start throwing out more. But Missing the Misfit is a documentary I want to do, and it's also going to be part of the AGBO, my basketball community, plus a little bit just my Austin community. I kind of just want to know, because Austin has changed so much, and things just come here and go and leave, and it's like a rental city now. I don't. There's not going to be anything really here. The people are just coming in and out. It's like who do you trust? How do you get a sense of like what's going on? Are people just here to like take and not give, or are people just here like trying to find themselves? Or I don't know. But I do like that I'm part of the stand-up community, and I want to say, or just the improv community as well, just the comedy scene. And I'll say that I like meeting people and them telling me their stories, and I'm listening, and then I get to talk about mine. And I got tired of being the goddamn broken record. And I do things. I don't just do that, but that stuff was stuck. And I was like, I can't get over it. I can't figure it out. What the hell is wrong? Why can't I do this? But I figured it out, and it's me. I'm the issue. So you work on yourself. You work on who you are. And you just, feel comfortable with yourself. People are going to comment and say whatever they are, and let them say it, because whatever. Like, if you have time to do that, that means you ain't doing anything. So keep an eye out for Sick and Twisted. We're going to try to get some on Tubi. And also, I'm gonna be working on Missing the Misfit, and because this story has a little connection here, so I like doing this documentary. I also want to work on The Bruiser because my brother really wants to see that movie, so I have enough content on that. And I'm working on 2 other a horror movie anthology for my son, and I have a journey story I want to do. So, but these are all low budget, so don't think that like, oh no, these are all gonna be what Ty showed me with Sick and Twisted, that we can make a movie with nothing. I did get a GoFundMe, and my mom and my aunt sent us about $130, which we ended up needing for SD cards because they're expensive, but not expensive as they used to be. So they worked out. But learning how to do this, I want to just give back. It's my turn to give back. So I'm at a good time in my life. But look, I got to reach out to my buddy Kellen because I want to. This is another one. And I need to work on this one. So today I got to reach out to Holly Hart. And I got to get ready for Electronico Fantastico 4. It might even be finished this year, but I can start off in January. And also, I want to do another show in January, so we'll see. I got a thing going. But I'm about to hit 25 minutes. I have to go because it's time for me to get my day going. And like I said, I'm just gonna riff, but I know I did want to hit a few things. Like there's like I didn't get to talk about toxic pages. I didn't get to talk about my video store, like on social media privacy. I'll talk about that in the next video. So that'll be something to track onto. But I also wanted to say that doing the research, and I do want to do a video where I'll do the research. I'll post it. I'll do it today. But I want to. I'm very proud to say this. I'm not the first. I'm technically the second, but I'm the first in my division. I like to say that I grew up in a small town, border town, Del Rio, Texas, and Ciudad Acuña, Mexico. So I'm from both sides, and my English is this good. But I'm it's kind of hard for me to say, but hey, it's kind of I'm happy. I've been saying it lately. I am the first male stand-up comedian from Del Rio, Texas. There's no arts down there, really. There's no. I told somebody the other day. I said that, and a comedian told me. She said, "Wow, they don't allow happiness or comedy where you're from." I'm like, not really, or they don't get it. I think they have this put down humor, and I think they got it backwards. So I don't think they understand. But regardless, I've been putting the work in. I'm not going anywhere. It's what I'm going to do. If anything, public speaking is something I enjoy doing. I've done a lot of classes in that. I have mass communication background. I've done so many things where I've had to step up and talk to so many people. So now I'm just like, let's just do this. This is what I feel comfortable. But also, I've trained myself to do this. So meet in the middle. But I enjoy talking. I enjoy listening. I like talking about movies. I like making them. I like getting ready. So let's start this journey, and let's just get started. You just get started when you want to make something and you have a shovel, but you don't know what to make. You just start digging, and eventually you'll figure something out. And with my garden, I can even, if I find the video on that, I can show the videos on that. I can show you how you organically started an organic garden, but it just with effort and will. It started in 2020. I had nothing to do, and I got stuck. So I was like, I know I'm going to have to learn how to do this. I knew I was going to have to do this, so it was going to be a lot of time, but I had to do something physical, and I didn't realize once you set up a garden, you just have to wait and maintenance it. But that's why I got to do this. But the process of getting to the garden was like a beautiful thing, and being called Mr. Green Thumb kind of makes me happy. It's like, oh, I can do something. I can produce something. I like producing. I like making things. I like producing things. But I like being an actor as well, and I like being expressive. I don't ever condone anybody being compressed or being told not to do something, but do what you have to do. I don't listen to anybody, so it's not like I can say, oh, this person told me that. I get denied, so I'm like, no, this person told me no, and they didn't let me in because of this. So I had to go through them. I play the rules. I play the game. I don't make up my own things. I do what they say, but then y'all, well, whatever. Anyways. So this is my life in emotion. That's one thing I really got comfortable with, because every time we do stand up, there's a lot of emo playing, and then I found out just by hanging out with the guys and the gals that there's a lot of emo there, and that's why I feel comfortable with this batch of comedians, because we're all a little emotional. All right, so saying goodbye this time. Same old story. Don't want to see you cry. I guess I'll say sorry. Now I gotta go. But post this video, do a few clips. So I'm gonna post this one just on regular CJ Robles, and then I'll make a few clips out of this, and then we'll try to spin some views and try to get all this stuff. Because also it's getting my Patreon page going, and I want to see how I get that going. But I want to try to show how to do it. But all right, everybody, I will see you later, and I'll just see you later today. So this is my day off, so I get to vlog all day. All right, see you later.